Before you forecast what market will do on CPI news and how it will affect Fed September FOMC meeting rate decision, for few seconds, let's see historically what Fed said in May 2024 FOMC meeting. That is extremely important. This is the reason fundamentally gold is up almost $1,000 after that FOMC meeting. And biggest problem is entire market participant, all big banks, hedge fund, because of that beginner crowd, they all expecting gold will go up again $1,000 from here. That's mean 4K gold price. So firstly, this official statement from Fed in May 2024 before election. Are you satisfied with 3% inflation for rest of the year? Powell replied, we are not satisfied with 3% inflation. 3% cannot be sentenced with satisfied. This is what Fed predict in May 2024 FOMC meeting, when gold was trading in a range low near 2300, and now gold is up more than $1,000. If you see CPI chart, not number, then since July 2023, it is sideways in a horizontal line, sometime up, sometime below, but almost there near 3%. If CPI number this week comes very hot, almost there, CPI will be 3%. Total opposite of Fed forecast. He said not satisfied with 3% inflation, but since he said in May 2024, CPI is sideways near 3%. So strong CPI this week, it will change everything. More it come near 3%, more red alert, and Fed will be wrong. This is what big bank think when you have big dollar for last 6 months since the beginning of the year, how much it affect inflation. This is a treasury secretary who think you can have Microsoft stock going up in vertical line 90s like IT boom, .com bubble, but no inflation. So if CPI come very weak like that NAP number, this person will be right 100%. You can have weak dollar for rest of the year. You can have vertical stock like Microsoft for rest of the year. But all of those things need verification from weak CPI number. In latest July FOMC meeting, when Fed was asked about weak dollar declined quite heavily this year and how it will affect inflation problem, Fed replied, not something topic of discussion, major discussion at all, reflects some mention of dollar, never be a major focus. So Fed clearly said falling dollar since starting of this year is not a major problem for Fed. It will not affect inflation big way. This is your gold technical chart last year versus this year. Same to same sideways range. After very weak NAP number, if CPI come very weak, buyers front running possible rate cut decision, range will break out in just 1 hour. And rest is technical buying, algo trading. But if CPI come very strong, near 3%, total opposite of Fed May 2024 FOMC forecast, inside this range, then 25 basis point cut size, that will have big problem. But same like NAP day on that Friday, there will be one vertical line on intraday chart, either weak failure from range or outside the range. If you see COT step by step, on hawkish FOMC pause, they dump. When NAP came that Friday, they did not bout. Then next week, gold stay up all the time. When they again start buying, especially last week, when it confirmed in COT data, then Trump applied tariff on gold to trigger buying. Even UBS bank say all seller must exit. When it became confirmed, Because on Friday, insiders have always access to this COT data before public. Immediately Trump pivot. The tariff on gold could not survive for 24 hours. That was used to trigger short squeeze when they exit, when confirmed in COT number. Before market closing, before Friday closing, news came, tariff will not apply on gold. That is the power of central planning. They control this news company, Financial Times. They control Trump. They control everything. You can see COMEX technical chart, new range high last week because of tariff news. Because spot chart did not made new range high, but COMEX made a new range high. Same thing with MCX India gold chart, number 2 gold consumer market. Price trading big psychological level 100k. People will not like buying gold on 100k psychological level. If you see India managed buying season, then it end in June, will not start before November month. When price trading psychological 100k, technical new range high, and not a peak marriage season. So big demand waiting but not buying at full speed. If you see GDX monthly time frame, almost full recovery, almost there. Big range breakout. If you see Nick Tamirao latest tweet, which I say mini Fed, then latest FOMC member replaced by Trump. 50 basis point cut in September last year. That was biggest policy mistake since 2021. That's mean since transitory inflation. In that latest interview, before CPI this week, Besant predicting same thing, transitory inflation, without using the word transitory. So I think repeat of last year 2024 50 basis point cut will be big problem. So that's why I have a doubt. If CPI come very weak, market start pricing for 50 basis point cut. Long story short, repeat of September 2024. Besant who said there will be growth without inflation. Powell who said weak dollar does not have a problem. This new FOMC member appointed by Trump. Fed wing 2 dovish in 2024 while cutting rate inflation out target. He says this thing no longer valid in 2025. That's mean you can do same mistake what you did last year. So before CPI number, let's say it's come very weak, 1% lower than expected number, that type of big change. Then condition will repeat same. All of them are saying, Besant is saying, Powell is saying, new FOMC member appointed by Trump is saying, all big banks are saying, hedge fund is saying. Because of that, crowd also expecting repeat of last year, FOMO buy gold TP 4K. When everyone expects same to same thing, there is a big red alert. Big doubt because everyone expecting repeat of last year 2024, but still they do madness again, do rate cut like last year, then wait for clear range breakout, do not buy before range retest again after breakout. If CPI come very hot, near 3%, you can say game over for gold and king dollar coming.